Hi guys, Matt Gear with Through Gamer Goggles, and today we're going to do a box breaking on a new product line that Paizo is coming out, and I have to thank them first before I go any further for sending this to me to review. It's called Game Night, and it's really designed to be fully played in one night. This particular one is called Dawn of the Frogs by Jason Bullman. So there's probably lots of evil stuff that goes on in here because he's a little bit of a diabolic GM. And I will open this up. I've never seen the contents. I saw this box at Gen Con, but I didn't really see what's inside of it. And I'm going to do my best not to spoil the adventure. Inside there's a 36-page book, I believe, I think it's only 4 pre-generated characters, but we'll cover all that as we go. I did not know that it came with dice, and let's see the price point. The price point on this is $34.99. So let me be very, very clear. This is not designed to be a starter. This is designed for you to already have an understanding of Pathfinder. Especially Pathfinder the Remaster. There are... Oh, I forgot about that. There are rules reference sheets for you to use that come with it, and there's one for each player, so it can be an entry point for you to do this at your local game store. And the reference points are combat structure, or the structure of the turn, which is how combat takes place. This is your initiative and your information about initiative, what you can do while taking a turn, how to move, how to attack, your damage, the death and dying condition, healing, and some of the other conditions, probably conditions that are going to come up in this particular path, and other rules and how to find them. Like I said, and there's one of these. There's actually 5 rules reference sheets, which is one for each player character and each GM. A little advertisement about the player core, which if you're going to get into Pathfinder, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can dive all the way in and purchase the player core, or you can get the 2-player or the beginner box set, which is actually for a lot more than 2 players, and you can start there. Inside, now you get these pogs, which I'll zoom in for the pogs because everybody likes the pogs. So we're gonna, yeah, that's a good place to be. So we have Kira the cleric, Valeros the fighter, Mauricio the rogue, and Ezrin, if I remember my iconics, he's a wizard, because I'm pretty sure he is not the sorcerer. And these are the pre-generated characters that you'll play in Dawn of the Frogs. And lo and behold, in Dawn of the Frogs, you've got boggards, which look a lot like frogs. So you get 3 boggard guard pawns, 2 boggard scouts. Oh, look at that, a giant frog, a giant swamp fly, skeleton guards, a python, a hunting spider, young monitor lizard, Zungur, Two-Tusk, which is seemingly a massive frog. These 2 tiny ones. Leathercap, swamp beetles. And these are your little cardboard stands. And of course you get the dice. It wouldn't be a Through Gamer Goggles video if I didn't test the dice. A 9, an 8, a 5, a 1, a 4, and a 3. Not so great on the D20, but you know, I'm about to warm up, so this is 2 of 3. That's 2 3s in a row on the 20. I think they rigged it so the game master loses. 2 5s on the 10, a 7 on the D12. There, we can do that. Oh, and a 1 on the D8. So I rolled the exact opposite. Redemption time. Let's see if I can get to 20 and an average above 10. I think I did. Or close to it. A 2 on the 12, a 9 on the 10, a 6. Now, all in all, these dice roll pretty well. All right. So you also get a map that is very foldy. So this is called the Dam Fortress, and I don't think I can actually zoom out far enough with the space between me and my camera that you can see this whole thing. That's just about the whole thing. So that gives you a good idea. Oh, wait. That's almost the whole thing. So that's the Dam Fortress. That's side 1. And then side 2 is the tunnels. These are paper maps. They're not their super special maps with all the plastic on them that you almost cannot destroy. I'm sure you can, like if you attack them with scissors or something, but I mean they're very water resistant, probably borderline waterproof. And this next map set is the berry patch. Got a dead tree, fungus growing all over the place. Oh, this is 2 maps. That's what the white line is for. So you got the berry patch over here. You got your berry bushes, various berry bushes here. And this is the mushroom stump, hence all the mushrooms. And you got water over here. I don't know how well you can tell on the map, but those are lily pads. So they had fun with that. And then you got two more maps on the back. This one is over here is the Soggy Cemetery. So you got your cemetery here, and then you've got cemetery that's underwater in a / swampy area. And over here you have Swamp Predator. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a boat or a platform. The story will tell us that as we get into it. So, now we have the players and the little handouts that they get. So this is Ezrin, the human wizard, and everything he has here. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'll get a little closer and move stuff around. So there's a dice reference off to the side. Human scholar, his strength modifiers, all of his skills. He has a he/him. He's level 1, so this is a level 1 adventure. And he's a wizard. Here's all his abilities for a wizard. His perception, his saving throws, his defenses, weapons and attacks. He has a dagger, a staff, and a crossbow. Here's his spell casting and his spell DC. Attack is 7, DC is 17, and his different possible spells. So he has prepared spells for Force Barrage and Mystic Armor are the ones he already has prepared. He also has spell book with Breathe Fire, Fleet Step, Runic Weapon. His school spell is Force Bolt, and then these are his cantrips. And then on the back you have a little brief introduction to playing Pathfinder. Then you have Kira, the human cleric. And again, you have the same basic layout. She's armed with a scimitar, which is the weapon of her deity, and that is her only weapon. I did not go over his armor, but he probably isn't wearing any. She is... what is she wearing? She has a shield described on the facing page. So she has a shield. Of course, she has her old holy item because her divine font is what allows her to heal. All of her skills are here. Her lore is actually scribing. And her spell attack is 7 and a DC of 17. She has prepared spells of Breathe Fire, Runic Weapon, and 4 heals. And then she has cantrips Detect Magic, Light, Message, Stabilize, Vitality Lash. And she has the shield where she can actually use the raise shield and shield block portions. She also has, I skipped over on the last one, but equipment here. And then we have Mauricio, the rogue, and a little, I should probably go over this too. If you're curious about, what they play like, this is a little bit idea of how you would play a rogue or what a rogue would do. Mauricio is also level 1, and she has a dagger, a short sword, and a rapier. She has her equipment here. She's an elf. She's a whispering elf, so she has low light vision. She has sneak attack, surprise attack, thief. She adds her dexterity instead of strength on damage rolls. She has subtle theft. She has trap spotter and +2 circumstance bonus to her perception because she's a whispering elf. And Valeros is the tank, the beast, the shotgun of the group. He's the one that charges into combat, does a lot of fighting, and hits a lot of things. He's going to have the most strength out of all of them, probably the most hit points, and probably the highest armor class. His AC is 18. He has a long sword, a dagger, and a short bow for his weapons. Right now he has reactive strike, so if somebody makes a strike, he gets to hit them first. Or so basically, if someone uses an attack action that has a manipulate trait, he has the ability to react. He also has raise shield, sudden charge. And again, the little thing on the back. Oh, another map. All right, this map is, I have to zoom out for you. Old mill ground floor. And old mill upper floors. So there's stairs up, and then there's a hole. Well, I don't know how to get there yet, so there's that. All right, now the game book is here. You get all of your maps like this as well. Getting started, greetings from the game master, basically. Welcome to this. It tells you how to set it up. Goes through real quickly the types of actions, how to read your creature's character level, how to read the creature stats and basically how they work. So this is creature level. There will always be a number here or a negative number. And then it goes through the adventure, which is set up to be 3 to 4 hours. So in this adventure, the heroes explore an old mill or a swamp called Dunmire, a notorious region not far from the small village of Bog Bottom. The character sheets explain to each player what their character is doing here in the swamp and how they know each other. Give the players a chance to introduce themselves prior to playing, and then read the following. And this will probably be the hook, the line, and the sinker for the entire adventure. Dunmire is a gloomy and foreboding swamp, yet beauty can be found within. In some spots, the sun's light rarely reaches the water, though. The foliage above, through the foliage above, while in others, brightly colored swamp flowers and insects seem to sparkle. The town of Bog Bottom isn't a big place, but it's one the locals have called home for generations. Yet now some of the townsfolk have gone missing near an old mill deep in the swamp. Someone needs to go there and find out what happened to them. The journey to the crumbling landmark takes several hours, and while arduous, it's uneventful. Many predators lurk in the swamp, but there's been no sign of their presence so far. Far off, frogs chirp and croak, and flies buzz dreamily. The crumbling wooden mill stands amid the mist. Half sunken into the swamp, the front door has rotted away, but the entrance is mostly blocked by the thick vines. Someone could squeeze through the vines, or try to cut them free. Perhaps a clue to the villager's fate lies within. And that's where you start the adventure. It goes into where's Galarian a little bit. It goes into the first encounter. Wow, I did not think this was going to be as broken down for new players as I thought it was. This is actually a really great way to introduce your friends into playing Pathfinder 2. And then it has another encounter. I'm trying to figure out here. I don't want to give you too much information about what you're going to be fighting in the story because I'm not big on spoiling it. But there's a little thing on how to find traps here and treasure, coins, magic items, persistent damage. The second portion of the adventure is called Swamp Walkers. PCs must now recover key ingredients needed to brew an antidote to the boggart poison. So there's something with poison. You're getting exposed to alchemy in this adventure. When the players are ready to begin, you read the following. And that's going to be the structure for it throughout. And then, is there an adventure 3? Well, there probably is. What I want to know is there a prologue to one of these? Back to Bog Bottom. So after the second portion of the adventure, you go back to Bog Bottom. After dealing with the creature, the PCs can continue their return to journey to Bog Bottom. It goes over the treasures that you have, and then you have the concluding the adventure, which I will not read. And then it goes into some downtime pursuits, so there's some time for downtime. And there's a third adventure in here, Dirge of the Dunmire. This is the final adventure. This final adventure begins the swamp waters. The swamp waters begin to rise, threatening the town of Bog Bottom. The PCs are sent to the Boggart's dam fortress to put an end to the evil scheme before Bog Bottom is entirely flooded. When the players arrive, read the following. And you go into this. Now, I'm going to try and I'm going to back up here because I want to know if you level up in any of these. I didn't see any rules for leveling up, so I'm going to assume this is all part of being a first level adventure, or they're all first level adventures. But you do get awards in here. I saw some magic items. Here's a frog skull door. So these are different encounters that you can get to experience. And where to go next? So, leveling up. Characters in this adventure are level 1, which indicates heroes who are just starting off on their adventure. Journeying as PC continues to go on daring quests, defeat villains, people, and solve all sorts of problems. They can earn experience. Level is applied to them almost at every facet of a character, so increasing it by 1 increases all the stats, etc. Example, many characters' attack bonuses, saving throws, AC, and skills increase with every level. And then they have a little bit of a where to go next, and they come down into this and they say, hey, you can take a look at the beginner box. So they are actually suggesting to play a game night before the beginner box. You can look at the core rule and player core 2, player core rules and player core 2, the GM core, the monster core, Lost Omens World Guide, and the Abominations Adventure Path. There you guys have it. I did it without any spoilers. If you like this way, let me know. If you want more spoilers, let me know. I'm not a fan of ruining things for other GMs, so I have always tended to stay away from that. This sounds like it's a very good way to get involved in Pathfinder 2E, and maybe I will get to play it at Halloween. I'm going to see a bunch of friends on Halloween, and maybe we can play this, and I can talk about more of it then. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.
Hi guys, meet the Nibbles, who's gonna go down. She just decided not to go down my back, so we'll do this for her so she's comfy. Thanks for watching my video, and I appreciate it. Please hit the like button and share it if you know somebody who might be interested. And of course, there's always Twitter and the Facebook thingy, and soon I have a newsletter coming. That'll be down there or in a link below, and my kitty cat loves that idea. So anyway, there was one more thing. Oh yeah, subscribe. Be a part of my community, our community. Let's make it grow together. See you guys at a con somewhere, or a local store, or if I'm driving through the country, maybe a game club. I don't know. You're not going to go knock down my camera. Bye, guys.